The Paraguayan Chaco, with its unique and various landscapes and weather conditions, has always been a challenge to local residents. The local community has worked hard to meet their growing needs and challenges. The changes and improvements that we have seen over the years are phenomenal. As we toured the facilities of the Daycare, Guarderia Filadelfia, and the Arco Iris school in 2013, we gained a new appreciation and thankfulness for the opportunities we had in Canada when our family was young. Many thanks go to all of you who have contributed so generously to the building of these facilities. The daycare is financially supported by the parents of the children who attend it, as well as by local and Canadian donors, and it is running well due to its leadership and competent staff. This shows in the many happy faces of the children. The daycare continues to meet the needs of single parents and families in the community who need a safe place for their children while they go to work to support their families. Parents are paying whatever they are able, and the rest is taken care of by the society. Thank you to all of you who support this worthwhile cause with your time and finances, making it possible to continue this service to the community.
On the morning of our visit to Arco Iris, Claudio Hein picked us up at 8 a.m. and drove us to the school, which is about 70 kilometers from Philadelphia, giving us the privilege of visiting Arco Iris for the first time. The roads are all clay and need constant maintenance. Dust is a big danger when passing other vehicles, and when it rains, the roads are impassable and actually closed. Approaching Arco Iris, we saw the 24-hour medical center staffed by one nurse.
To attend little babies.
Oh, nice.
So at the moment she's here alone, but the plan is that it's going to get bigger and then...
¿Qué tal, señora? ¿Cómo estás?
Mhm.
Next is the local police station. Both are important services to keep the students safe. Having worked on various promotional videos since 2008, the school grounds looked very familiar when we arrived, but to be there in person and see the faces that this school represents was a special experience. As we arrived, we were very warmly welcomed by the school principal. We immediately noticed the premises were well kept and clean, and the students were well dressed.
This school was started by a rancher when he saw there was a great need for education in the area, and there were no schools in the vicinity. After a couple of years, the financial load became too big, and the rancher asked Uwe and Hedwig Stahl to take over. The school is situated on a 15-hectare greenbelt property. This results in a lot of trees on the grounds, providing shade and shelter that is so much needed because of the Chaco climate. Even though we knew approximately how this school operated, we were impressed with the sacrifices the students and parents are making to get an education. We can't even start to imagine how it feels for a 6 or 7-year-old to live on campus and adjust to living with 9 other children in one room without the security of their parents.
To accommodate the student body from kindergarten through grade 10, students attend either morning classes from 7 to 11 a.m. or afternoon classes from 1 to 5 p.m. The classrooms are full of students getting the education they so desperately need. The student body is made up of 250 students, of which 170 live on campus, coming from as far as 80 kilometers away from the school, and 80 local students who live less than 4 kilometers from the school. These are the typical houses that students live in. We would have liked to have visited more homes to see where the students are coming from, but it was not possible because of the much-needed rain that finally came, making the roads impassable. The dorms are overcrowded, but well kept. We were overwhelmed to see 12 to 14 beds in one small room, and yet the students are coping very well under these conditions. The urgent need for more dorms became very real to us as we went from room to room. And yet, even if more dorms were built, there would still be an overabundance of students wanting to be there. It warmed our hearts to be surrounded by so many happy and content children.
At present, there are 8 teachers on staff. Teachers with families live on campus, and some take the opportunity to enjoy their own garden.
The school maintains high academic standards, and the students are high achievers, as shown by the many trophies.
The students learn so much more than just what is taught in the classroom. The work is shared by all, whether it is food preparation, cleaning and setting tables, washing dishes, or keeping the floors and school grounds clean. There is a place for everyone. Students are also responsible for their own laundry. Some of the older students can earn a bit of income by assisting the younger ones. Cooperation and teamwork is definitely the way to go.
With about 200 people living on campus, the cost of food is a big concern. It was encouraging to hear that many willing people of the area are donating generously to this cause. Students enjoy 3 well-balanced meals a day. An effort is being made to offset the cost of food with a bit of farming on the property. Unfortunately, the garden had to be kept small this year due to a lack of rain, which resulted in a low water level in the reservoir.
But eventually people saw, yeah, this is actually working out, right? So I think it's good.
The small chicken coops seem to do well. And the goat and swine herds looked very healthy. The boys are trained to care for the animals, and this even includes slaughtering.
So 10 of them we have to finish this year.
But there is always time for a game of volleyball or soccer. Homework can be done in any place. But is so much more fun in a group, especially when girls are around.
It was our pleasure to attend the Easter production put on by the Arco Iris students and staff. This was a classic example of what creativity can put together without a lot of resources.
Pedro, hoy mismo, antes de que el gallo cante, dirás, Padre, ¿cómo deseo que me libres de este sufrimiento? ¿Por qué duermen? Levántense. Judas, con un beso me traicionas a mí, el Hijo del Hombre.
Herodes y Pilato, que antes eran enemigos, se hicieron amigos ese día.
No lloren por mí, más bien lloren por ustedes y por sus padres. Perdónalos, porque no saben lo que hacen.
Pero tuvieron que descansar el día sábado, tal como lo ordenaba la ley de Moisés.
Mírenme, tóquenme, soy yo. Los fantasmas no tienen carne ni hueso, pero yo sí.
Preciosa sangre que mi vida cambió, mis pecados, mis culpas lavó.
Students were happy to see their parents picking them up for their Easter break.
Fue en esa cruz donde la historia cambió.
Arco Iris has been supported by student fees paid by parents and their employers, as well as by many willing local and international donors over the years. Thank you for your continued support. It is also possible to sponsor individual students and experience the difference that you can make in the life of a child and the family that student represents. For details, please contact Uwe and Hedwig Stahl.
Mi corazón te canta, mi corazón te canta, Jesús.
Visiting Arco Iris was a rewarding experience. We would highly recommend this to anyone who just happens to be out for a drive in the local area.